All right. Oh, is it turned down?
All right. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speak of.
That's right.
And today we wanted to come on Highland Ave because, you know, we feel like we've been neglected inside of town because we've been always over there on 19th and Niagara Street. We done been on Pine Avenue. We done did Pierce Avenue and 18th and Niagara Ave. But not yet have we came on Highland Ave. So we feel like it's a lot of fruit over here that we could be trying to pick up and wake up our people, man. Okay? So, get Deuteronomy 7 and 8 and Deuteronomy 14 and 2. We're going to get right into it because we got some good news for our people, man. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you are God's chosen people that the Bible speak of.
That's right.
Okay? We're not into no religion. This isn't a religious thing up here, man. We're saying that your biblical nationality is you're an Israelite according to the scriptures. This book is about you. Okay? Go ahead,
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art a holy people. What do the word holy mean?
Separate. Thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So the Most High said you are a holy people. You are a set-apart people unto himself, right? Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
Uh-oh. The Most High said that you are a special people. Is that not separating you from everybody else? Go ahead.
Unto himself, above all people.
Read that again from the top.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So if you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, the Most High said that you are his chosen people and you are above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's right.
All right? You got Deuteronomy 7. Go ahead.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Most High said if you on this chart right here, if you are Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you are God's chosen people according to the scriptures.
Bring it out.
Okay? Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Chapter 4.
I'm going to get in a couple more precepts because the book said to go precept upon precept, line upon line. Here, there, little, there, a little, here, a little. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So once again, the Most High is making that statement, man. He's saying that you are a holy people, which means you're a set-apart people, right? Go ahead.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth.
So he said that you are a peculiar people that are upon the nation of the whole earth. So we're supposed to be in rulership right now, right? But we're not in rulership. So you're probably thinking in your head, how are we God's chosen people, but we at the bottom of the barrel? How can we the ones in the ghettos, in the slums? How come we the ones getting treated unfairly? Right? I'm going to break it down for you. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So that's why we're in the slums today. Because our forefathers chose not to keep the covenant made between them and the Most High. When the Most High took the Israelites out of Egypt, he made a covenant with our people. When he rescued us out of the hand of Pharaoh and pulled us out of Egypt, he brought us into the wilderness and he gave Moses the commandments to give to our people. Nobody else was there but these people that was on the 12 tribes right here, on this 12 tribes chart. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you was up under that cloud in the wilderness getting the commandments of God, which is 613, not only 10. Right? Go ahead,
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So if we didn't follow the commandments of God, he said that we would be cursed in the city, right? Aren't we cursed in the city? Because every time I wake up and turn on my social media, I see another brother getting shot down in the street by the police. Okay? I see my people, the ones that's living in the slums. I see our sisters coming up missing, man. All right? Go ahead.
Cursed shall thou be in the field.
He said, cursed shall thou be in the field. So who was out there cursed in the field? That was our people picking cotton. We cursed in the field. We the first ones, we the last ones hired and the first ones fired, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Cursed shall be the basket in thy store.
Cursed shall be the basket in thy store. So I don't care if you think you're going to go to Tops, Save-A-Lot, Aldi's, Walmart, Wegmans. No matter where you go, our food is going to be cursed. You can think that you can stay away from meat and just eat vegetables, but guess what? It's GMO. Okay? It's antibiotics in those fruits and vegetables. And the meat is defiled. So we can't get around it.
We out every Saturday.
We're not out here every Saturday. We be bouncing around.
Yeah, we be around.
We might be in Buffalo next weekend. You got to hit us up ahead of time, and we'll tell you where we be.
We be everywhere.
All right.
Okay, sister.
All praises.
Go ahead.
Cursed shall be thy basket in thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the increase of thy kind.
He said, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. Who's at the top of the charts with STDs? That's our people. Our people suffering from HIV. Our people suffering from cancer. Our people suffering from diabetes, and etc. Okay, go ahead.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
Even the fruit of your land. You can't even have a garden and grow it to be healthy because they spraying it with chemtrails in the air.
Bring it out, up.
Okay, go ahead.
Salakia. And the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
So when you curse when you come out the womb, because as soon as you come out the womb, guess what? They want to make you a number. They want to give you a social security number. They want to make you sign for a birth certificate. They want to make you a member of this society, right? They want to make you property unto them. Go ahead.
Verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
He said that he will smite our people with madness. So that's why we see our elders or even our young brothers sprung out on crack, walking around in the streets early in the morning, cracking open a 40-ounce, man. Okay, go ahead.
And blindness.
And blindness. Nobody want to realize that we the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speak of. They'd rather be Christians. They'd rather be Muslims. They'd rather take on all these other terms. When they're black and white, and we got brothers out here on the streets, week in and week out, trying to tell you that you God's chosen people and that you got to wake up and start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what he meant by saying our people will be blind. Because he's not going to wake up all of our people. You got to be chosen by him. You got to be a part of the 1/3. 2/3 of our people going to be destroyed because of them being blind and not trying to wake up. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass the master's crib.
So the ox know his owner, and that's not too much of a bright animal, man. The ox is not that smart of an animal, but he know who his owner is. Go ahead.
But Israel doth not know.
He said the ox know his owner, his ass is master's crib. So the ass can go off and from his home and know how to get back to his crib. And the ox ain't that smart of an animal, but our people don't even consider, right? Go ahead.
My people do not consider.
That's it on that.
They don't consider. That's bad because the Most High was comparing us to two dumb animals. Because you rather do all of these other things, but wake up to the fact that you God's chosen people, man. Okay, go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28 and 28. And thou shalt go, and the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
An astonishment of heart. Brothers rather pull off when they see us coming. They rather look at us and laugh. That's having an astonishment of heart of your own brother, man. You don't want to hear nothing we got to say. You think we some crazy brothers walking around with a microphone and some Bibles instead of listening to the whole conclusion of the matter, man. Go ahead.
Verse 29, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness.
He said we're going to grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, man. That's the condition that our people are in today, man.
Complaining about going to work.
Complaining about going to work. Got that slothful spirit, man. Come on.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
So we not going to prosper in your ways until you start keeping the commandments. You could be thinking you LeBron James and you could be on the best basketball team there is, but you still would be considered a rich slave. There's no way you can get around it, man. Okay, go ahead.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
That's why you got Jay-Z, who is a rich Negro in America, talking about still nigga. Okay? Because I don't care if you're at the top of the mountain or if you're at the bottom. You still consider a Negro in their eyes, man. Go ahead.
And no man shall save thee.
And no man can save you. Not no Malcolm X, not no Martin Luther King, no Reverend Jesse Jackson. No man walking this earth can save you. The only way we can become saved is if we start keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments and do what he say.
That's right.
You can think you can go to church every Sunday and the pastor going to save you. He can't save you. You can save yourself by start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's the only way you can become saved, man. That's what the book say. Go ahead. Thanks, sister. I appreciate that.
Verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
So what Most High said, he was going to make us an astonishment, right? So when you look, right, what do you see? You see brothers out here teaching, and you got white people riding by laughing. Look at those Negroes with them fringes hanging off their shirt. Even if you a drug dealer, hanging with your pants sagging, man. These white people look at you, and they just laugh. Because we can't get it together. Go ahead.
Among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
He said a astonishment of heart and a proverb and a byword, right? You know what a byword is? I'm black. I'm black, right? Black is a color, so you telling me you related to a crayon in the crayon box? No, I'm Afro-American. Afro is a hairstyle. I'm African American. You don't descend from two white men. Africa was named after a white man, Leo Africanus. America's named after a white man, America Vespucci. Those are bywords put in our people to keep us confused and from the truth, man. Get Psalms 83 for me real quick. Because these people have taken crafty counsel against our people, man. Get Psalms 83. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 56, man. All right.
No, you want 54.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
So the man that was once tender among you and very delicate, right? Because at one point in time, we dealt with each other very gentle, man. You watch my back, I'll watch your back, right? Go ahead.
So that the man that is tender and very delicate among you, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
So now his eye is evil towards his brother, man. All right? You can tell it by looking around, man. You got Bloods and Crips. Is that not having an evil eye towards your brother? You got Highland versus East Side, Midtown, all this separation and division, man. That's having an evil eye towards your brother, man. Go ahead.
You got one or two?
Yeah, I appreciate you, sis.
And you can tell that this is the whole idea, man. We got to put our old man down. Because I can't sit up here and say that I've never partaked in this madness, man. I used to be running around here talking about I'm from the East Side. Who want a problem? Let's go get it on with the Highland Ave brothers. But we in a time now that we got to wake up and we got to come back and we got to realize that we got to unite first, and we got to realize that we are one nation and we got to keep the commandments of God, man. So when you come into this truth, you got to put off your old man. You can't sit up here and say, oh, that brother used to be that way, that brother used to do all kind of things in the street. I'm not going to listen to him. No, man, I put that old man down a long time ago, man. All right? So you got to have compassion for your brother now. Go ahead.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And towards the wife of his bosom. Because how many brothers got that evil eye towards their wife, man? I can't stand this girl, man. Man, I don't even want to go home. I think I'm going to stay out all night with the homies. I can't stand the way she talk or how she act, man. That's having an evil eye towards your wife, man. Go ahead.
and the remnant, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Now, how many brothers we know out here, how many people done grew up fatherless, man? The Bible said that we was going to go through these conditions if we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. I knew I grew up without a father, man. Okay? Go ahead.
So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh, of his children, which he shall eat. Whom he shall eat, because he had nothing left in him in the siege.
So guess what? You got brothers that left their kids and gave their life to the streets, man. Now they have nothing to give their kids. You got brothers that's doing time in prison for the streets. Then when they get locked up, don't nobody write them. Don't nobody send them a pack or nothing, man. Okay, go ahead.
Because he had nothing left in him in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. And the tender and delicate woman among you,
And a tender and delicate woman, go ahead,
which shall not adventure to set the sole of her foot.
because at one point in time, our women understood their worth. So they wouldn't even let their feet touch the ground, and that's how much we loved our sisters. It was a point in time where we would not let our sisters touch the dirty ground, man. We had servants to carry them, man. They were princesses, queens, in other words, in the right way, man. Go ahead.
Which would not set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Now her eye is evil towards her husband. What they be saying? This brother broke. I don't know why I got with your broke self. They turn to the kids and they say, you look just like your daddy. I can't stand him. Okay? Go ahead.
Toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her.
So even the young ones, their daughters become 16, 17, and they start getting nice shapes. And the mother become jealous of their own damn daughter, man. Now they want to kick them out into the streets. You can't come here, and you're no more. You're not welcome here no more. Go and find your own way. They be quick. They kick their daughters out quicker than they kick the sons out, man. And they get their sons to the streets also. Go ahead, man. I done seen him with a gun. He ain't bringing that in here. You got a gun, don't come back to my house. You out there selling drugs. I don't want that money. You stay out there. Instead of telling him to put that gun down and stop selling drugs, and I'm not going to give up on you. Okay, go ahead.
And her children which she shall bear forth, she shall eat them for one of all things sweetly in the siege and straitness wherein thy enemies shall distress thee.
And what do? They quick to give our kids up for adoptions, man. Or let them go into a home. You let your kids get eat up, man. All the time. He got a little behavior problem. The boy 12 years old. I can't handle him no more. You going into a home. I can't deal with him. Lord Willie been acting up. If you don't come get him, I'm going to put him into a home. Go ahead.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even to the other.
The Most High said he going to scatter us among all people if we don't keep his law, statutes, and commandments. That's why if you go to China, you can go into the slums in China and see some black Chinese people, man. And they Israelites. You will see them wearing Jordans, all kind of things. You ain't nowhere you can go on this earth and not find black people that's Israelites, man. The Most High said he was going to scatter us on the four corners of the earth. Go ahead.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And they going to serve other gods. Wood and stone, right? That's what it say?
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Wood and stone. Now think about this. When you go into the church, what do they make you worship? That wooden cross, man. That's worshiping wood. You going off, man. The Most High said don't give into another idol or a false god. That's breaking the commandments, man. See, this is what the slave master teaches. Because you know, a lot of people say, look, You brothers carrying around the Bible and y'all saying some good things. But that Bible was written by the white man. But this Bible ain't written by the white man. He have taken, you got Psalms 83? Get Jeremiah 17 real quick. 83 and 3. This is the book of Psalms, 83, chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel. They have taken crafty counsel. That's why you think the book is written by the white man. When we was enslaved, when we here, they had the Bible in their hand, but they wasn't telling you was an Israelite. They was telling you was black and you was a slave. They are a Christian. They did not tell you that you was God's chosen people in this book, man. Go ahead. Against thy people, against our people. So they was playing psychology, man. They knew we wasn't that good with English, and they thought they could tell us anything, man. That's why they converted us into Christianity. Christianity was a doctrine put on the Bible. I can show you the word Israelite mentioned more than 1,500 times in this book. If anybody can find the word Christianity in this book one time, I will give him $100. If you can find the word Christianity in this Bible. Go ahead,
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have consulted against our hidden ones. How did they consult against our hidden ones? They told us that the one they ignorantly called Jesus Christ was a white man. When the Bible in Revelations 1 and 14 say that he's black. That's how you consult against the hidden one. They did not want us to worship the image of the black man, so they made him white. The book tells us that he's black. He had brown skin. So where did this picture come from? Right? You got Jeremiah, the 17th chapter? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So he said, thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage. Right? So now, when we look at Jesus, he looked like a white man. When he wasn't no white man. This is the crafty counsel they have took against our people. They think that King James was a white man. King James was the last black king that ruled. He ruled in England, Ireland, and Scotland. He ruled in 3 different lands at one time. So they Bill Cosby'd him. Made him look like he was a bad person. Just like they did Michael Jackson. Just like they did Bill Cosby. And any rich black man that make it in society, they will not rest peacefully. Okay? They gotta have something on you. I won't be surprised if LeBron James died tomorrow and 100 years later they make him look light-skinned, more whiter and whiter and whiter. That's what they do. They making our sisters, even Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, they bleaching their skin because they don't want to give us no credit. Nobody's gonna die in this society peacefully. They will make a name out of you. That's what they did to King James also. Let's think about this. In 1611, this book was translated into English, right? In 1619, which is 7 years later, 8 or 7 years later, they brought us on cargo slave ships into America. That's how you take crafty counsel against somebody. And then in 1683, they took 13 books out this Bible, man. This brother right here got the original 1611. And he got 13 books in this Bible that your Bible in your house don't got. That's how you take crafty counsel against somebody, man. Okay? How else do you take crafty counsel? You make a programming. You strip somebody from their nationality, right? You strip them from their native tongue. Take them from their land. Separate them from their family. Strip them from their God. Then use television to make you want to, what do they use? Soap operas, reality shows. When you look on Love and Hip Hop, you see a sister having an evil eye towards her husband. That's how they want you to behave. You see all these movies in the ghettos, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. They telling you they want you to be a menace. Don't be a god or a king. I want you to look at this movie, Negro. This is how you're gonna act. Kill yourself so I don't have to do it. I'm going to put these guns in the street and I'm going to put these drugs in the street. I can help you that way. Okay? This is how you take crafty counsel against your people, man. Now we got our sisters out here trying to go get a check by getting on the stripper pole, man. Not knowing their worth. Now we got our brothers out here robbing and killing each other, man. Not understanding their worth. They'd rather be thugs and criminals than be a prince or a king on this earth, and that's pathetic, man. Go ahead.
And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for they have kindled.
Did we not come into a land that we know of not? He said, I will make you discontinue from your heritage, then I will carry you into a land by your enemies, which you know of not. The Bible is telling you what was going to happen. Give me Acts 7 and 6. Real quick, one of y'all. Real quick, whoever get it first. Because the whole slave trade is in the Bible. This Bible tell you from the beginning to the end. All this prophecy is in the Bible, man. But if you don't read it correctly and you read it from a Christian standpoint, it will make no sense. But now we can identify everything and everybody in the scriptures because we are reading it correctly. When you read the Bible, you may not know who Amalek is. You may not know who Ammon is, but we do. We know Ammon is the Chinese man. We know Amalek is the so-called white man, the Jewish community. We can identify who this Bible is talking to. The Christians won't let you do that. Go ahead.
Acts 7 and 6. And God spake on this wise, that his seed should sojourn in a strange land.
He said God spoke on this wise, that his seed should sojourn in a strange land. We all know this ain't our home. Right? Go ahead. He said his seed. That's possessive, right? Go ahead.
And they shall bring them into bondage.
He said they was going to bring us into bondage. What's another term for bondage? Slavery, captivity, right? Go ahead.
And entreat them evil 400 years.
We've been getting entreated evil for 400 years now. Since 1619 is now 2019. That's 400 years. That's why a lot has been going on lately. Because now they're about to try to give us reparations. You see how the white men know about prophecy? Now they want to start talking about reparations. Now they want to try and repay us for all the captivities and wrongdoing they have did our people for 400 years. But it's too late now. We fit to take this by storm, man. We fit to take this by force, right? Get Ezekiel 25 and 14. I'm going to show you what I mean by taking it by force. It's fourth quarter now. It's the fourth quarter. Go ahead.
And I will lay, Ezekiel 25 verse 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Now, according to the scriptures, Edom, Esau, is the so-called white man. All right? That's his biblical nationality given to God, from God. Go ahead.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people, Israel.
He said he gonna lay his vengeance upon Edom, the so-called white man, by the hand of his people Israel, which is the black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But why did he say that? Hold on, where was he at? 14, 25 and 14.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
We gonna deal with Edom according to the Lord's anger. Go ahead.
And according to my fury.
And according to his fury. Go ahead.
And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
So they gonna know his vengeance, right? Saith the Most High. This morning, go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because the Philistines have dealt by revenge.
The Philistines over there in Africa have dealt with revenge. Go ahead.
And have taken vengeance with a despiteful heart to destroy it for the old hatred. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will stretch out my hand upon the Philistines, and I will cut off the cherubims.
So he gonna deal with them too, because there's been a lot of nations that have taken part in our destruction. For example, the Arabs helped the white man build the slave trade boats to bring us into Africa. The Africans knew he wasn't Africa. That's why they was giving us to the white man. When the white man came into Africa, they knew that they was coming to look for a peculiar set of people. They didn't want the Africans. That's why the Africans still over there today, and they won't come over and help us. They knew that. Why do you think when Africans come to America, they get a loan, they get a tent and a storefront? Because they all have taken crafty counsel against one set of people. Let's think about it deep. If we was Africans, right, then how come the Africans don't dominate in the Olympics? How come the African Americans dominate? Let's make it make sense. If we was African, they should be dominating over the African Americans. They knew that we weren't Africans. We ran into Africa from Jerusalem, according to Acts, fleeing from the Romans because we building in with the Africans. We stayed in Africa for hundreds of years. But the Africans knew we weren't them because we kept a different culture and a set of traditions differently. So when the white man came into Africa trying to find the Israelites, it was easy for the Africans to point us out. They over there. The white man made a deal with them. Look, the white man gave them musket guns and wine. They ain't want us in Africa no more anyway. We were set apart. Go ahead.
I was done on that.
What you got for me, huh? Get Exodus 6 and 9.
Not Exodus, 2nd Ezra.
Because our people gotta understand something. We may be in a lower state today, but this isn't permanent. Get Joshua 1 and 8. We gotta understand that the only way we can overturn this captivity and the conditions that we're going in today is if we start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. This is the only reason why the Most High jacking our people up. Go ahead.
This is Exodus 11 and 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
He made a difference between what?
The Egyptians and Israel.
He made a difference between who?
The Egyptians and Israel.
That's what the book say. Why did he have to make a difference between the Egyptians and the Israel? Because we look just like the Egyptians. Don't try telling a Chinese man that he's Japanese. Don't tell a Chinese man that he's Japanese. Let's see how he react. Just because they look alike don't mean that they're the same people, man. Right? Go ahead.
Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein.
So the Most High said that this book of the law should not depart out your mouth. Your daily conversation should be about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Why? Because this is what's going to keep you on track. Okay? This is going to keep you away from sin, man. All right? When you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, nothing can come up on you. No weapon formed against you can come up and prosper. All right? Go ahead.